Well, the world's first Te Reo, listen for it, Te Reo smartphone was released this week, taking the language into the digital age. 2 Degrees says it's worked closely with phone maker Huawei to translate all the menus on its new Android smartphone into Māori. That was a mouthful. Joining us with more on this is Mavis Mullins of Hautaki Trust, one of the owners of 2 Degrees. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
So tell us, what is a Te Reo smartphone?
Well, the Te Reo smartphone, I guess for a start, comes at the end of 10 years' work from Hautaki Trust in particular and Te Huarahi Trust. But finally it's here after a very successful collaboration with 2 Degrees Mobile and of course Huawei. So, you know, really, this thing is fantastic.
Hold it up, because we do want to see it.
Yes.
So what's the difference between this phone? It's called a Te Reo smartphone, so what's the difference?
The menus and the applications all are in Te Reo. And I guess
Te Reo and English, or just Te Reo?
You can have Te Reo, you can have English, you can have Chinese. There is a menu there where it's a multilingual, got a multilingual function. So we've never really had before a phone that has our reo, that our kids, our people, can actually relate to. And
who is the phone for, do you think? Is it just for reo speakers, or those wanting to access the reo, or who do you think it's for?
The phone's for anyone and everyone. I'm not a great reo speaker. I can get there if I have to. But for me, this is almost a learning.
So you've got one, or you're getting one?
I've got one. It's a learning function for me. And I have to say I've cheated a bit. You know, I flick between the English and the reo just to verify.
So it's a good language learning tool as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I guess the other thing that it does for me, it also shows the vibrancy of our reo. You know, we didn't have all these technical terms, so there has been a lot of
Have you learnt a term? Can you think of one off the top of your head?
No, because look, honestly, I'm scared of this thing still. For example, tautuhinga. You know, settings. I mean, you might know what that is. I wouldn't have had the faintest idea. But it's, you know, it's a great learning tool for me.
Is it just a gimmick?
No, absolutely not, because what this is backed up by is also the release of a program, Hey Aha.
Yeah, let's just say Hey Aha.
But it's backed up by another series of, I guess, scholarships and support mechanisms that 2 Degrees has developed in conjunction with Hautaki that are going to, first of all, go into the schools. That's going to provide career advice to our students. It's then going to offer scholarships of $50,000 per student to get them through the type of you know, quals and education required. And then there's going to be an entranceway into 2 Degrees and support all the way through into the various opportunities in employment there.
So with the Māori relationship with 2 Degrees and being part owners as well, do you think you're seeing benefits?
I think benefits are there, absolutely. In fact, there's just been an economic report done that tells us or confirms to us that $2.24 billion has gone into the pockets of New Zealand consumers since the launch of 2 Degrees. That's got to be a benefit.
Any challenges, problems or issues in translating into Te Reo?
Well, I haven't personally had a lot of involvement in that area, but when you're thinking about the new language of technology, I bet there has been some challenges, and I'm sure there will be debate around some of the reo.
It's making noises.
Used.
It must be saying that time's up.
It could be.